I wanted to film a smoky eye tutorial because it's been a while since I've done so. I kept it very matte and pretty darn easy, only 2 eyeshadows. You can do it. I believe in you. I hope you like this tutorial and let's get to it. I'm gonna start by priming my skin. I'm gonna be using the Milk Makeup. It's the Blur Stick. This is a amazing primer. Silicone free, cruelty free, vegan, oil free. I think that's all. But it's pretty much like, it reminds me of the Professional, but it doesn't break me out, which is amazing. And it truly blurs. Then take my finger and just kind of smooth it out. My face is breaking out so bad. Why? For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. This is number 1 Linen. I'm using my Urban Decay Diffusing Highlighter Brush. I don't know, I like it for foundation. I didn't even know it was a highlighter brush, my bad. Then I always go in with my sponge and just kind of blend out any brush marks that I left behind. I think this is the Real Techniques brush. Sponge. I threw away the box without even like looking at the name. I really like the finish of that foundation. Like, it's luminous, but it's not wet. Hey, I like it. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm using the color Fair Neutral. Just doing a couple little dots under my eyes, sides of my nose, around my nose, around my mouth, chin, middle of my nose, and middle of my forehead. Taking my sponge, blending that out. There's this dog outside, and whenever I try to film, he starts barking, but as soon as I stop, he'll stop barking. He drives me nuts. He knows. He's watching me. To set my under eye or to set my concealer, I'm using the Coverfx Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent Light. Just gonna dip my sponge into that. So I'm setting everywhere I put the concealer. I'm not really concerned about setting my whole face because this part of my face doesn't get shiny. The center of my face does. So that's why I only set right here. I like to do my brows before my contour, just preference. So I'm brushing my brows up into the same direction, then brushing them over. I want to use the Benefit Ka-Brow today in number 2. I'm using my own angled brow brush and I'm just going to fill in these holes, which you may see. I like to place and then brush it through. Hey, Saint! What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna lay down and hang out with me? He never hangs out with me. Oh, this is groundbreaking. I knew you loved me. Just accept my love. I'm now just taking a normal sponge, it's not wet, and I'm dipping it into the Coverfx powder that I used to set my under eye. And I'm going to place it heavily on the edge of my eye. This is gonna catch any fallout from the eyeshadow, and I could just dust it right off. I'm gonna do a smokier eye, so most likely I'm gonna get fallout. I always do. For eyeshadow primer, I am taking my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Painterly. Now I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Dramatically Intensifying Khol Liner. It's in black. I like Khol because it's easy to smudge, and you can get a really nice, intense black with it. But I'm putting this right at my lash line. I'm going to work with my Smith 220 brush. It's got this weird shape to it, but it makes a great smudge brush. So I'm coming back and forth along the lash line. I am working the color up onto my lid, coming into my crease. Well, I would say a little bit below my crease. And then I'm going to just kind of feather it out a little bit. This will give us a really dark base, so when we put any color, any shade on top of it, it will create an already like dark smoky base, so the color will appear darker. If you struggle with getting a really dark black eyeshadow, put a black eyeliner down first and then a black eyeshadow over it, and it will be the darkest black you can find. I'm going to be working with my Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. So these are all matte with my Urban Decay Smoky crease brush. And let's do this last shade right here. And I'm going to place this along my crease. So I'm going back and forth, little circles, just until the color looks nice, blended, smoked out, you know? We got the crease, good. Now I'm gonna take this matte black shade with a small all over shadow brush, and I'm just going to press it onto my lid coming up towards my crease. And it's gonna stick to that eyeliner and really intensify it. So I'm just pressing it on, not really caring too much about like it being perfect on the edges, because I'm just gonna blend and soften it, you know? So just get it on there. I'm taking my Stilazzi large shadow brush and I'm going back and forth to really soften the edge of the black. And I am pulling the color out a little bit, so making like a V motion on the corner of my eye. When you start blending, you will lose some intensity of the black, so you can always go back in and add some more, like on the lid, but like over here I lost some. And then I'll go back and I'll blend, just kind of layering. I have a scar on this eye, so it always makes my shadows look like they're not blended. And then I'm sure you've noticed my skin tag on this eye. So I feel like I'm always trying to like get it perfectly blended, and it's not going to happen. Stop trying to make it happen, Bailey. I am taking a large powder brush and dusting off excess powder. You got that right. I am taking my Fiona Styles Sheer Sculpting Palette. Ooh. I'm gonna take this deeper shade first. I'm gonna use this as a contour. So I'm going along my jawline underneath my cheekbone, hollow of my cheek. And then along my hairline. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bottom part of my eyes. I'm taking the Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in Junkie. I'm going to put this right on my inner waterline, just as like a subtle pop of color. And you could use any color you want. Woo! I haven't put eyeliner on my waterline in a while. Now I'm taking the Sonia Kashuk, the black Khol liner, and I'm coming along the lash line, so not in my waterline, just right underneath. And I am just mirroring what I did on the top. I'm going to do the liner and then the shadow. So a thick line, then I'm just going to blend that, smudge it. And then taking my all over shadow brush with that matte black shade, and I'm going to just put this right over the black. Now I'm just taking a very small brush with that first matte brown we used in the crease. I like that I always say we used. We're all in this together. Oh, and I'm coming right along the black. On my top eyelashes using the MAC Upward Lash Upward Black. It's like my favorite mascara. And I was thinking I want to do individual lashes, so I'll kind of show you how I do it. These are the Ardell Duralash Knot Free Double Flares in long black. And then I get a little bit of my eyelash glue on the back of like some cardboard or even my hand. With a pair of tweezers, I take off an individual lash, grab the lash with the tweezers, dip it into the glue, and then pop it where I want it. So like right there. Sometimes individual lashes can take a little bit more time, let's be honest, but they always look more natural and bomb. I know I was just saying to use tweezers, But sometimes, like, if you have something sticky on the tweezers, then it's game over. And there is something sticky on those tweezers. I think it's glue from last time. You want to wait till the glue gets really tacky, because that's when it's just going to stick and stay. If the glue's not tacky, the individual lash will just slide around. I'm really just focusing on the middle of my lash line. But if you want a more cat eye effect, you could focus on the edge of the eye. I'm taking the Urban Decay blush in Score with an angled blush brush. Apples on my cheeks. I always pop blush right along my hairline, edge of my nose and my chin. Just kind of ties it together. It's a very old trick, but I think it works well, so I like it. Sometimes I'll even add a little bit of the blush into my eyeshadow look, like right in here, underneath my brow, in my crease. And it will be subtle, but it will kind of tie everything together. I was debating on whether or not I should do a highlight. I kind of like being matte, but I might add a little bit of a glow. So this is the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion #1 Makeup Forever 152 brush. Maybe just a little bit. I was thinking I probably should have wore a more muted shirt so it's not so just a lot going on. I got a lot going on. Let's close all these damn drawers. Okay, let me grab a lip liner. For lips, I'm going to line my lips using the Jordana Easy Liner Retractable Pencil in Rock and Rose. And then for lipstick, I'm using the new Makeup Geek Plush Cream Liquid Lipstick in Jet Setter. I need a little bit of gloss. So this is the Smashbox Bare Light. I'm feeling very Britney Spears Stronger music video, right? And there you go. You are now ready to go out or night on the town, Netflix and chill it, go to work. I don't know what you do. I have to work tomorrow, so I have to wash some brushes, have to pack and set up my kit, and yeah, that's gonna be my night. But I hope you have a really good day today. Please make good choices. I will see you guys later. Bye.